Can't believe I got it back. I don't. Like, I desperately can't believe I get to keep my powers. I feel like, I kind of feel naked. With it being out in the open like it is. Sword, return. Oh shit! I didn't summon this. What? Ah! What the? What the hell? Ah! 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 Shit! Ugh. So, Mr. 11, you might not know who I am, but I certainly know a lot about you. Now, you're blocked up in your little mind. I basically just did a little bit of a witch court right now, transformation type of thing. Am I evil? Maybe. Maybe not. But all I can basically warn you is I'm just gonna just come out and straightforward say this. I'm actually you. And what your so-called singing ninja friend was trying to tell you about. And you basically written everything in your head. Everything you basically do with this little show has to do with that storyline that you did for that so-called RPG game that you were working on. Yeah, I'm talking about Blast from the Past that you created, Mr. 11. I'm one of those characters. You need to rewrite what you've done to Witchcourt before the storyline gets too far out of hand. Because if the storyline goes towards where I become evil, it's not going to end Witchcourt. Now, I could basically tell you a million different storylines. I'm that one character that basically is in your story. I'm Jonathan. I'm Jonathan from your story from Blast from the Past. But you called me John, the same as you, John 11. How do I know a lot about you? I live inside your mind. I'm a hidden character inside your mind that you witch cult. Why do you think you're wearing red? Because your character, John, basically has fire properties. There were 4 guardians that basically were protecting an ancient evil that was never to be released. And of course, he was apparently somewhat of a good witch club, but that's a different story. But my story has to do with what you've written in your head. You have to find a way to rewrite it, John. Or I mean, all the characters that you've written in that book are gone now because you lost that book to the hurricane. You never finished it. You never took that book with you when you left. So now all my allies are completely gone. You need to start another book. You need to rewrite what you did before he comes to this world. And I'm not threatening you, Mr. 11. I'm a part of you. You created me to be a guardian of one of the 4 elemental guardians of time and space. All I can basically tell you, Mr. 11, is you don't know the powers you're messing with. The mystical ninjas know what the hell they're doing. They know about the story that you started but never finished. They know about the Blast from the Past story, Mr. 11. The Dragon Guardian, and the two beast ring guardians. The reason why those guardians didn't appear, Mr. Levin, did you ever stop to think? Those guardians basically knew that you were a part of what, what the legend said. And the proper guardian would basically protect the stones with his or her own life. And all I can basically tell you, Mr. 11, is you have to try to ease up. Get rid of the evil. It's not too late for you. You have to try to cast the sacrificial spell one last time. To complete, if you don't want your story to come to life, Mr. 11, or should I say John, you need to rewrite the witch court. I don't mean to take over your body. I'm stuck in that elemental plane, and the stones are only half of it. He will come after you. You created him. And that's all I can basically tell you, Mr. 11. If you're not careful, he will come into this world and dominate it. You created AI. I know everything that you basically know. Did you ever stop to think what you used to be before you were born, or what you were basically meant to basically do? I'm telling you, Mr. 11. From John to John, I have the elemental powers of fire. You have to seek. You need to go on one final quest to find yourself. I'm going to let you witch court, and I will free your hand of the dark evil. The dark evil cannot be within you. I have to take it and bring it into my life force of what's left of me. I'm going to relieve you of your dark power, so he cannot trace you. What? That was weird. This is going to sound a little quirky and probably insane. I mean, did I just say what I just said? I mean, could it? Yeah, it couldn't have been. I mean, he was just a character from a story I never got to finish. I mean, the Blast from the Past was just a story that was in my head. It can't be real. And and that evil thing that he was talking about, it can't be him. It just can't be. I mean, it can't be him. Seriously, it cannot. Yeah, it cannot be true. I mean, all right. I'm gonna level with you, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members. Before I started making videos, I tried writing a book, and the name of the book, well, basically it started out as an RPG game that I was working on. And I used some of my friends in the story. And then, of course, since that wasn't doing so good, because I was using RPG for the regular PlayStation system, but there was so many obstacles with that quest. There was so many allies, so many friends that would team up with him. And then, of course, came to the story. There's the Blast from the Past, but there's another story that was written, but I never wrote it. And I think that's what my character John, or Jonathan, basically wants me to do. But I don't want to write. My hands cramp, and I'm a horrible speller. All right, point blank. I mean, what am I supposed to use? The same word a couple times in a book? All right, the 4 elemental properties that he was talking about: fire, water, wind, and lightning. Well, if you can kind of call them elements. In my story, Blast from the Past, these four great ultimate challengeable warriors. But the one thing, though, is they all have one thing in common. They're from the same clan, which has to do with that ninja stuff. And it's all coming back to me now like a flash of light. And to just hear those words coming out of my mouth as the character that I created from that story, it's like a lot. I basically post another video and let you guys know more about that. Or maybe I'll basically have him but I think from him trying to keep the evil from possessing me, he might not be able to come back. I don't know. I mean, it's written, so shall it be, you know? I mean, I'm basically the creator that created Jonathan, and I don't know what to say. But until next time, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members, this is John 11 Hot saying, peace out.